Greetings, everyone. In this video, I'm going to talk about the power of the Most High and the importance of listening because the spirits, they speak to us. We don't have to wait for somebody who's ordained as a minister, but understand through every person, you are a vessel, and the Holy Spirit will speak to you and through you. And when you know this, you are not going to be looking to people to accept you. As long as you know the Holy Spirit is leading you and guiding you and loving you and protecting you, that's all that matters. Now, almost a year ago, I woke up one Saturday morning and the Spirit said, "Get ready and go to this city." When I heard it, I did not hesitate. I went downstairs. My husband was working in the backyard in the garden, and I went to him and I said, "I have to go to the city." Now we've been together long enough and he's seen enough miracles and witness God working in my life and through my life. And so he asked no questions. He says, "When? Get ready and let me know." And so I got ready. I didn't know why I was going to the city. I just knew that I had instructions to go there. So on our way, we went and we headed to a flea market because that's where the Spirit told me to go. When I got there and I went inside, I'm like, okay, I'm here now. Why am I here? And in my mind, our mind is always trying to take over, to try to make sense of whatever direction we get or instructions we get. So I was thinking about opening a new business, an additional business to the one that I got. So I thought, let me look into some, office space. And I went to see the person who run the flea market. And at the time she was not there, so I was told to wait for her. And she'd be there in another hour. So I decided to go have something to eat until she arrived. But when we came out, I smelled a strong smell of the Caribbean. And I thought that was very interesting. I said, you know what? I'm hungry. Let's see if we can find this restaurant. So we started driving down the road. We're following our nose. But that's how the Holy Spirit works. When the Spirit is going to lead you, you don't have to try to figure it out. Just listen to that small voice and follow. And so we were following the scent. We drove away. The further we go in one direction, we realized that we were moving away from the smell. And so we go back the other way. We're following the smell, the scent. I'm telling you, people, this morning, follow the scent. When the Spirit is leading you, follow the scent, follow the voice. So as we went the opposite direction, we found ourselves at what looked like a dead end. And we were saying, but there's nothing here. Then we started to hear music, dancehall music, reggae music. And so we realized, okay, let's continue on this path. And when we got to this area, we saw some trucks, like they store or park those big trucks in this open lot. But we're still smelling that strong smell of jerk, whatever they were jerking, jerk chicken, whatever. And when we went to the gate, we saw a sign that said Queen Ifrika was going to be performing that evening. Now, if you can see how I'm dressed, I just grabbed on something, put on my slippers, didn't put on any makeup, still had my hair all tied up. I just was acting in obedience. And so I was not dress for a concert or anything like that. So when I saw the sign, I was thinking, oh my gosh, Queen Ifrika is literally the only person that I admire so much. Do you know how you have individuals that you can say, this person, I'm a fan of this person. And, if I met this person, oh, how wonderful that would be. That's the only person from Jamaica that if I met, I would feel honored to meet. Because the woman is literally an ancestor that came back. The energy and the spirit that abides in this woman is extraordinary, but it takes a spiritual person to understand the depth of this. And so when I saw that she was supposed to be performing, I was like, oh my gosh, I was not ready for this. And at the time, I'm holding on to my pennies, so I don't want to be spending money unnecessarily. As I was standing there, this man was at the gate and he was asking us if we wanted tickets. And I was like going back and forth and hesitating. And I said to him, don't tempt me because I really love this woman. And before you know it, I was buying a ticket to go see her perform. Unbeknown to me that she actually wasn't on the bill. But anyway, we bought the ticket, we went into the venue, and again, I went there to get food. And then moments later, I heard someone calling out to me because I had exchanged words with that gentleman. I gave him my name. And before you know it, he was calling my name. And when I looked behind me, I saw Queen Ifrika. He went to get her at her hotel and brought her to me. And when he did, at that moment, I realized why the Spirit said, go to this location and I will direct you from there. I had done a video about a month prior where the Spirit was giving me a message for Queen Ifrika. But for some reason, when I did the message, and I uploaded it, I kept it on private. And every time I tried to release it, something was saying, not yet. So when she came to me, we hugged each other. I was just so thrilled. And I was so moved by the Holy Spirit because I realized that the message was supposed to be delivered to her. So I went in my phone. I took the message from my camera because I don't have Wi-Fi when I'm on the road and I don't have data. So I went in the camera, I gave her the message. She listened attentively, and keep in mind, there is music in the background, but she heard every word that I have to give her. And she said it was a confirmation for the things that she had to do and that she was planning. It was one of the best experience of my life. And the lesson to say, always stay in obedience. It doesn't matter who think you're mad. They thought Socrates was mad and Plato was mad, and all the great minds are always seen as insane. They think Queen Ifrika is mad, but is the only individual that stands for something that cannot be bought. She's not for sale. And even at her own detriment in terms of her career, the woman comes out blazing the fire every time. Big up yourself, Queen Ifrika. It was one of those things that remind me to stay on course, to listen to the Spirit. Even if you look or sound like you're mad, it's okay. It's okay. A prophet is never recognized or respected in their own country. The only time people think you are worthy is when you can show how much money you have and how much, fame and fortune you have. But the greatest people on earth often stay in the shadow. Know yourself. Know to whom you belong, and trust the great spirits. Stay blessed, everyone.